podcast. It's gonna get really time, yeah. It's your boy Time Podcast coming in with a slam dunk of a theme song.
Welcome back to the Boy Time Podcast. It's your boy Selma Hayek back at it again with another slam dunk of an episode. And as always, I'm joined by Babby and Paul.
Heyo.
Hey.
Oh, we got a real slam dunk for you. We got so much content planned,
Got a lot of
and be sure to stay till the end of this video, and you'll actually hear a funny prank that we did. Because I am officially moved in, and all of my roommates are here. I mean, it would be weird if they weren't, but they're all here, and one of them jumped on when we started recording and started the podcast.
I
And
knew
we
that was
saw.
gonna happen too. I'm like, he's taking a while. Someone else is gonna get on the mic.
Well,
I
see what
mentally prepare
happened.
myself.
We were playing Pictionary, and then because we don't have a TV yet.
Yeah. Was that
We-
why the
we thought
laptop
that
was
was-
out there?
Yeah, Forrest has he's got a Surface, so we just use it as a tablet.
Nice.
So that's what we did, and then the guy who pulled a sick prank was like, "Hey, wouldn't it be funny if for this podcast you, it was me instead?" I mean, sure.
I would have rolled with it for the whole hour.
I know. He was like, I think he was like, because he has stuff to do.
Yeah.
So he just like, funny switch. I'm like, okay.
If he ever wants to be on.
No, he
No.
said he'd want to
No.
do a guest. I said that'd be fine,
We could
probably.
have like a giant circle of boys.
That's a lot of boys.
So it is a lot of boys.
Hmm
Mm.
Can barely handle
So what's
Grant.
yeah, Grant's hard to handle. So what's been going on stateside?
Same stuff.
Same
A lot of
stuff.
school, work. But
Yeah.
can't complain. Getting a sick
Oh.
fade tomorrow, so
Oh man, I'm sorry.
yeah. I'm actually bleaching it, so
Are you
You
now?
are?
no,
Oh.
I can't see you
I
doing
can't
that.
imagine myself with a blonde.
I was gonna say you gotta
That's
do like you gotta do like bright red.
if I
though.
had to do any hair color, blonde was not the move.
Mm-mm.
You gotta do bright red.
Yes. How about you, Paul? You're a busy man.
Yeah, with you, Paul.
Literally nothing except I finished a 4 to 5 paper essay on Brexit. So that
Whoa.
was fun.
Boy.
Third week into the class, a big paper on Brexit already. Heck yeah.
That is how we do it.
Yeah.
What was it about? Was it just like, what would you have to do for
Basically we talked about like different I don't remember exactly how to describe it, but it's like there's like a neoliberal viewpoint of the world, which is like humanity is like good with like kind of bad traits, but like they're meant to be good, they cooperate. And then there's the realist, which is like everything sucks and I'm edgy, and so war is like unavoidable. And then so we looked at like how each side would view like Brexit, and then we just talked about Brexit for like another 3 pages.
Now that's
Mm.
So yeah, that was fun. I know a lot more about Brexit than I did before. That's for sure.
Heck yeah.
UK politics. Oh my god.
Heck yeah,
I love UK politics.
Indeed.
They're my favorite.
yeah.
How was
Other than
that,
your
no.
first week?
I had 2 days.
First 2 days.
So, because of Dorian,
Yeah.
we had to push everything back.
Dang
So
it, Dorothy.
I know Dorothy's really throwing a wrench in our plans, but we just had classes Wednesday and Thursday, and then we don't have classes on Friday ever.
Me neither.
So
neither.
we're getting stuff done tomorrow. I got like a bunch of projects I need to do. Well,
Mhm.
not a bunch, but I have a couple, and I need
Already,
to.
wow.
I think we're gonna go get some of those, like a really long roll of like paper,
Yeah.
because our like living room doesn't have like any decor or anything on the walls.
Mhm.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get like a huge roll of paper and we'll just gonna pin it up, and then throughout the year we'll like, you know, just draw in little sketches, or if we host some movie nights or something, we could just people who come over can draw with pencil on the walls.
Epic style.
So that's what we're doing right now.
Creative idea.
I know, that's our thing. I don't know if you've heard about it.
Nice.
Nobody's ever
It's
done that.
being
Don't worry,
created.
I won't steal your thing.
Okay.
Unless I want to steal it, then I'll steal it.
Yeah, because I can
George
see
I
you
won't
putting up
Yeah, you know me, I'm the master artist. Who knows if I'll do it or not?
This is true.
You probably will. I believe in you.
Okay.
But so one of my roommates brought in like a little toy Gumby, and so ever since he moved in, we've been kind of praising it because it like so it just like its default state is like T-posing.
Of course.
So I made a joke that like it looks like it was crucified.
That's what started it.
That's kind of what started it. And
Nice.
then, like I think it was a couple days ago. Across the like street, there's another dorm building, and you know those videos of like people sticking up like sticky notes and being like, "Hey, people across the way," just says hi, and then they talk back and forth to each other. Yeah, we have a whiteboard. So we were talking like with like 4 girls who were across the way, and we were like, praise Gumby, and then they gave thumbs up. And so today I come back from no, we actually ran into them again, and like they were throwing down some heavy signals.
Nice.
But I don't think the other boys caught on.
Fantastic.
Because they were it was like last night we went to go see the Spider-Verse in theaters, and we walked home like a mile and a half because one of my boys was hungry, so we had to stop at McDonald's instead of taking the bus. And so we were on our way back, and we're like almost to our dorm building, and then those girls are like, "Hey, are you those guys that were across the hall doing those things?" And we're like, yeah. And they're like, no way, we knew we'd run into you. We're just about to go find a food truck. And then one of my guys is like, well, you have fun with that, we're tired.
Yikes.
I'm like, wow, okay.
Got him.
I got no time.
No time, I'm too sleepy.
Yeah.
To be fair, we were very sleepy, and I didn't want to go because I was very tired. Yeah, let's just say I walked probably like 5 miles total
Nice.
yesterday.
Nice.
Today I probably walked 3 because I don't know why. I just like I don't want to ride the bus. I'm just walking everywhere and taking in the scenes. Although I might want to change that because like the room that I have my film class in, or like the hall, there's like a construction site. And so I was walking back, and there was like a bunch of construction workers on break, and they like rushed me, and they're like, fist bump. And so I gave them a fist bump, and then they just left.
Huh.
So I don't know if that becomes regular. That might be a little odd.
They're nice men, don't worry.
No, they were chill. They just gave me a fist bump and dip. But I'm just like, okay.
Fist bump. Yeah, bro.
Never had that happen. But yeah,
more exciting than
things are all
college.
Yeah. Well, I'm that's just Savannah.
Yeah.
It's not the college's fault. Let's see. I've had a lot of like weird things happen. Well, because we saw Spider-Verse last night, the student activity council was like doing a screening of it in like our auditorium kind of place. And so the boys decided we were all gonna go, And so we went, and like I think the entire crowd cheered like 16 times.
Yay!
I don't even think but like, so they cheered when Columbia logo was up. They cheered when Paramount logo was up. Some guy like did a whoop when Marvel showed up, and then everybody started applauding. And like, it was funny the first 5 times, and we started one of them because it was like in the first shot that like the Spider-Man comes in, it's like boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. It's doing that scary song.
Yeah.
Like, we all were just like, we all just started clapping, and then like the people around us started clapping. It was pretty dang good.
When Spider-Man's about to die to Kingpin, he just starts clapping.
It was really funny. Like, the first time Kingpin was on screen, people started laughing.
Yeah. The unit.
I did not expect that. I figured that everybody would have seen it there already, but no, people apparently still thought the Kingpin was funny.
Oh, it's still funny.
No, it's still
Yeah,
funny.
it is.
You know, it's not just like not surprising
Yeah.
anymore because I've seen those like memes so much.
It's still surprising to me.
It is. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
My second poster came in.
Oh,
I shipped 2 posters here, and both of them had arrived before. Well, you know, Amazon said that they arrived before I moved in.
Yeah.
And then one of them was there and one of them wasn't, and I just got an email today that my other one's there.
Do you have like
So
an
now
area
I'll
where
have-
you have to go down and grab stuff?
Yeah, well, so like there's like this area that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like between the interstate and like a small creek. So
Creek.
I have like a bridge that goes over the creek into like the other dorm area.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, it's like one of those archway bridges where they have like little arches and then like a pillar, and there's like 5 of them across.
Yeah.
And so they take one of those archways, they like put metal plating on each side, and then it's like, that's the mailroom now.
Huh.
It's super interesting.
Yeah.
It's like a cool building. But yeah, I have to go there. It's like all the way in the front. It's like I have to leave this like area, and then I have to pick up my package and then come back and then check back into security.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm expecting another package here soon, so I'm just gonna do it all once in like a couple days.
Yeah.
Sounds smart.
Which one
But
did you
one,
get?
well, the one that I have right now is the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
Yeah,
poster.
I like that one.
And then the second one is Baby Driver, which I believe is like the actual movie poster.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was either that one or like the second one that they used. You know what I'm saying?
I might have to scoop some of those because those are pretty nice.
Yeah, I really like the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's like, I don't think all of it's like hand painted, but it kind of looks like it.
Yeah.
Or it's like, you know, like those like the old Star Wars posters
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, like that guy did it. Yeah, so I have to pick that up.
Epic style.
Yeah. I don't want to fully dominate the podcast, so like.
Oh, that's what we were hoping.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
most of the stuff I'm pretty sure. So go ahead, feel
Well,
free.
I guess I am.
You'd say you had a lot.
Oh yeah. Bringing up the Gumby thing while we were talking about it. So it's kind of just like devolved from there.
Mhm.
We, you know how like in like some people's houses, like above the front door, they'll put like a cross,
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
like on top of it.
Yeah.
So we just hung up Gumby like that above our door. And then we were let me double check, make sure that this is what that guy's called. We just ordered like the Gumby and Friends pack.
Mhm.
Like one of our guys got it, and one of the guys' name is Prickle.
Prickle.
So
I
we
love
were
that.
we're gonna hang one above every single door,
Mhm.
and then in front of the bathroom we're gonna put the one called Goo because we're 5.
Nice.
Yeah, but we were looking at like Gumby
Girls' dorm
costumes.
room. Boys Storm Room.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit out of hand.
It's been like fire like 4 days.
I know. We got that whiteboard and we have it hung up now, and now like because the other two boys, they're both like illustration people. Because one's like whatever, they're both illustrators. So on our whiteboard is 2 cursed images of Gumby.
Perfect.
Or no, one's of Gumby and one's of Prickle. And one is the one who comes, which is like a spooky thing that one of them just drew. Because
Nice.
it's kind of like, you know, like those spooky pictures of Garfield.
Yeah.
It's like that.
There's a little side
Nice.
John.
I can smell your fear, John.
And so we have that Gumby hung up, and today we get a knock on our door and the RAs come in.
Uh-oh.
And they're like, hey, we need you to sign something just to double check that you actually moved into your dorm room. I'm like, okay, yeah, we can do that. So we all sign it, and then we're just like talking, and they're like, hey, what is it with you and Gumby? And we're like, oh, you know, it's just a meme at this point, because we brought it up at the floor meeting too, because they were like, hey, you can't hang up things on your door. It's like a Savannah thing, so you can't have anything outside your door.
Dang it.
And of course we were gonna have like, you know, a big old shrine on the front of our door, but we can't do that. And we're like, oh, I don't, it's just like a meme, and you know, we're just like playing it off like a cult. And they're like, okay, that's kind of funny. And so they're just like, we're talking, they're like, okay, thanks. And then they turn around and see the Gumby, and they're like, ah, and then they leave. Yeah, it was a pretty sick prank, if I do say so.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And then we were looking up to get all the Gumbies, and we're looking at like Gumby costumes, and then we go on we're looking through the search Gumby costume, and we're like scrolling down on Google Images, and there's like this still frame of like this guy, just like a camera that's on his desk, and it's like his webcam, and it's just like him in a Gumby suit, and it looks like he's breaking down, and we click on it, and like the title of the picture is just called My Sexy AF Gumby Dance. And we click on it, and it's like a 14-year-old in a Gumby suit with like heavy motion tracking as he dances to some song that he's playing in his like laptop speaker. And we just like died for like a minute and a half.
You guys need to get a Gumby Halloween costume.
Yeah, that's what we were looking at. They're like, if you want, like, we were looking at them, and like the cheapest one's like $30.
Oh, God.
And we're like,
There's the horse one too.
Pokey.
Yeah.
And don't quiz me on my Gumby lore.
Well, you'll know
Don't
it by
test
next
me.
week.
I'll know it by like as soon as this dude gets his package, which is Monday. There's, well, I only know Prickle and Goo because I thought those were funny.
Prickle.
Yeah.
There was another one. I think it's like Priscilla or something. That one's the pink one. But I've never seen Gumby, the show.
Me neither.
Neither have I.
I didn't know it was a show. I thought it was just a toy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a show, isn't it?
I guess.
Yes, I think.
It's a claymation
Yes.
show.
Jeez, this is terrifying.
Yeah, it is.
There's a lot of cursed images of Gumby. You guys got
Yeah, I know.
selection to choose from.
There was one we got. Oh, I didn't mean to open that. It was one we got, and it was like Gumby and Pokey staring like directly into the camera. So one of them, like, one of my roommates drew Pokey, and it looks like how he drew it looks like that he's like having a stroke.
Nice.
Yeah, it's, oh, that's a bad picture of Gumby.
It's a great picture of Gumby.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's
I don't know what we're
actually,
talking about.
It's actually an armed robbery, but he dressed up as Gumby, and that's the security camera footage.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's really pulling it off.
He really
Gotta
is.
congratulate him when I see him next
He's
time.
even saluting.
he's saluting the American flag.
So I'm looking up Gumby lore. This Gumby's been around since 1955.
Oh wow.
Dang, that boy old.
I know. He was originally on a show called Howdy Doody until he got his show in 1957, which ran for 12 years.
12 years.
Ooh, man, that's crazy.
That one's just called The Gumby Show, and then they had another show in the 80s from 87 to 89 called Gumby Adventures.
Nice. With the drug
I have
Gumby for
no
our
idea.
name.
I didn't even know that Gumby was like, you know, been around that long.
Yeah.
Like, how long has Claymation been around?
Long time,
Apparently
like
since the
30s.
50s. Oh, really?
I think.
I mean, it's taking pictures of clay just a lot, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Since there's been cameras, I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
guess.
probably for quite a while.
Since there's been cameras.
Yeah. If you got cameras, if you got clay, you can do it.
I have to do a Gumby art night.
Gumby Art Night.
Oh boy.
Oh man, that would be hard. Oh, that wouldn't be hard. It would just
No, would it be hard?
that would just be nice.
Hmm.
Nice time.
Yeah. So, did you guys do Art Night last week? Oh,
Mm,
wait,
Did you guys
yes.
not? Because I didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
We did
Mhm.
Big Yoshi.
Or did I?
Or just regular
Yeah.
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Paul hasn't
Yeah,
done
I
art
didn't.
night in weeks, so yell at him in the comments.
Yeah.
That's true.
Paul's been
I
laughing.
just, I just need a couple weeks of a break.
That's
And I
all
it's
got
been
homework
a
and all
month.
that.
It's been 1 month. October 6th,
Yeah.
or no, August
That's-
16th.
That's like 3 art nights. It's not terrible.
That is.
I mean, it's still
one,
third best
two,
server, so
3, 4 art nights.
I don't know. I don't have any SQL homework for some reason next week. So hey, that's the main time taking class. So maybe I won't have homework then, and I can actually do it.
Yay.
Because the past time you've been doing art night, I've just been sitting at my desk just typing out code, figuring out why it's not working, trying to fix a single error for like 8 hours straight. So believe me, I'd
Huh.
rather do art night.
My whole life is an art night.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
actually.
Mine is now too.
Yeah.
Well, my freaking design class, he was like, I don't care if you can draw good, you just have to draw cool. Like, I don't know what that means.
It means you don't have to be photorealistic. Just draw something that looks cool.
Yeah.
Whatever style you
But-
want.
Just use cool colors.
That's it.
Well, this first assignment that's due on Tuesday is like I have to like do a representation of me that is just a normal me,
Mhm.
and then a representation of me that's a superhero. So what I'm gonna do you guys remember those AFV clips from like the early ooze that's like they would, like,
Yes.
shop Tums Biggie's like head on the people
Yeah.
as they're like
Oh, yeah,
falling
yeah.
over?
Yeah.
Maybe. Sounds familiar.
So I'm gonna do that. Because he's like, you can do whatever medium you want. Because like people, it was like, I'm an interior design major, and he's like, do a room that's normal you, and then a room that's superhero you. How do you even do that?
Add in Gumby.
They're interior designers. They'll know what they mean, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't even know.
So you're
But
gonna do, like,
I'm
a
just
normal one, like you with Tums Biggie type thing.
well, I don't even know. I was just I was gonna take like 2 normal scenes or something,
Yeah.
or like a scene from like Spider-Man 1 where he's like a nerd,
Mhm.
and then the Spider-Man 3 scene, you know the one,
edgy.
and then that's where I'm a superhero,
Yeah.
like the
Nice.
pointing meme. I was gonna do that,
Fantastic.
just like take like a 360 view of my head, just like take a whole bunch of pictures,
Uh-huh.
and then just like
Like
do
the weird
that.
expressions he does. He was like, "Oh."
yeah. Well, I would have to do something like that when he talks.
Yeah.
But that's gonna take a long time, but I want to do that
Yeah.
because I don't have any classes tomorrow. They're just like work on projects,
Mhm.
so I'm just gonna like go to some random hall and like freaking work at Premiere for like 3 hours.
Sounds
I don't know
good
if it'll
to
take-
me.
I don't know if it's gonna take that long, but because I mean they did it in the early ooze. It can't take that long.
I mean, you just get the freaking tracking set up and you should be good.
Well, I know how to do it.
Yeah. It's just time consuming.
Yeah.
I keep getting After Effects and Premiere mixed up now because I'm using both of them.
Yeah, I want to use After Effects, but is it more complicated?
No, it's really easy.
Okay, good.
It's intimidating,
I
but
think-
it's really easy.
I think I'm gonna use it in my digital communications class,
Yeah.
but I have like no idea. I've
Around
never
episode
even
30
touched
of
it.
This boy, I'm redesigning everything. I'm putting motion graphics in, so
No way.
logo staying.
Okay,
Not changing.
I'm
that.
excited
Can't fix that logo. It's already good.
because we're at 27, yeah.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
at 30, I'm just gonna redo everything.
Ooh, we gonna
Besides
revamp
colors
at
and
30?
logo, I'm just gonna put a flat screen TV, so I don't have to do the scaling and everything, and then I'll put a motion graphic or two in
Wow.
and update.
Yeah, that would be epic.
Mm-hmm.
We've got enough money for an upgrade. Heck yeah.
Got enough experience for an upgrade. Took me 2 weeks of the
Yeah.
first semester or the second year. It's like crazy how I was in a slump for the whole summer, and then all of a sudden I have classes for 3 days, and it's like, oh, everything's here again. I feel like I can do stuff again.
I don't even know. I don't think that's a good thing, probably.
Probably not,
It's
because I'm
gonna
just gonna
happen when you
overload myself.
graduate.
But yeah, I'm sure I'll get better at that. Hopefully.
Oh, you can only hope.
I mean, they kind of teach you how to get better at that. But
Oh.
I'll probably set goals to like sketch so many things a day or whatever, or do whatever per day or per
Mhm.
week. Gotta force myself to do it.
Yeah, there you go.
'Cause everybody knows forcing yourself to do things is the best way to improve.
Sure is.
Yeah.
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 Paul, did you listen to the Post Malone album?
Yes, but I didn't.
Oh. Score?
Like I said, a 4 out of 10.
Yikes.
I ain't losing this bet.
Man.
That's what the bet was, right?
I don't think there was a bet involved.
Oh, I remember something about a 4 out of 10 about something.
What was your favorite song, though?
Oh.
When the ravens fly.
That is a good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good.
It's on my favorite tracks list. So
When he talks about the raven flying, it just gets to my heart, you know.
thank you. So when you finally understand.
So those girls across the way,
Uh-huh.
they have their oh man, they're writing.
Oh,
Oh.
is this a live update?
Yeah.
Well,
it's
live
happening-
for us.
It's
but not-
happening right now.
Oh, keep us updated.
Okay. They're like dancing. Oh nope, they're rolling down the curtain. Yeah.
Do
I
you have
was
like a
wondering-
window right next to you?
I have one like not right next to me. It's across
Hmm.
the room.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They wrote hello.
Oh, you're in again.
I'm not participating. It's my roommates in the other room.
Oh.
Oh,
We can't see it because it isn't lit. It worked when we were in the day when the sunlight was
Yeah.
reflecting off of the door. But when you push the whiteboard to the window at 10 o'clock, it doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering when they were gonna close their curtains because like, not that I was watching, but I like looked out my window for a second
Not
and
that I
they were
was
like
watching.
changing. And I'm
Nice.
like, okay, I'm not gonna watch that.
They might be a little too crazy to go after. Just gonna tell you.
No, I'm not.
Oh, thank you.
Because like, the first question they asked is, "Are we e-boys?" And I'm like, no. And they were like, "Aw."
Yeah.
And then they made us do a TikTok with them.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a little bit of a no.
And then they asked for our Instas, and I'm like, I'm not giving them mine. You can give them yours. And then
Feed account.
he did, of course. Oh, I
Okay.
should have given him the feed account.
They probably would
know how
have
good
like
that would've
been more interesting.
That would have been so good.
No.
Oh man, I'm such a dumb idiot.
Yeah. Well,
What are they writing? Now there's 5 of them. There were 4 of them yesterday. How is there 5?
this is getting out
there's
of
5
hand.
of them now?
No, there's 5 of them.
Uh-oh.
Are they signing? I think they're signing.
Oh, I know sign language. I don't.
Take
I
a,
did, I did
take
in
a
third
snap and
grade.
send
I
it to
learned how to
me.
do it in 3rd grade. Now I forgot.
I learned how to do cursive in like 3rd grade, and
We all did, Paul.
actually I did it. I did forget,
We
but
all-
I
I used cursive until 7th grade.
oh
Like,
wow.
strictly cursive. Because my
used both.
handwriting was so
Like,
bad that I just did cursive, so I could just like have it flow.
Mm.
And then
Ah.
like, after that, it was a mixture of regular and cursive. So some of my letters would be in cursive and others wouldn't.
Yeah, that's what mine is right now.
After like 3rd grade when I learned it, I just completely dropped it.
Come on, man, you gotta be fancy.
It ain't teaching it
Nothing
anymore,
impresses
so
women
I
more
don't
than
need it
writing
anymore.
in cursive.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I learned how to do letters in my name, so I think I got enough.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That's true.
It's like the only thing I feel right in cursive nowadays.
Nowadays.
I think
Yeah,
they
it's
write checks in
cursive, yeah.
cursive when it's fancy. No, they don't. They haven't for like years, I don't think.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think the last year they taught it was
It
when
was a
I
while
learned it.
ago. Yeah.
So,
Huh.
because that was like right as soon as they just wrote down party on their whiteboard. I'm not going
Uh-oh.
over there.
Do it. Do it.
They're
Oh,
insane.
podcast over pose. That's the saying.
That is the saying. That's gonna be the title. Except
I'm
you
not
gonna
probably
go.
won't like that.
No.
It's okay. YouTube doesn't care about
Yeah.
anyways.
Not like we get monetized anyways.
Yeah. Not yet.
This chick just really
Yeah.
motioned like the alcohol, like glug glug glug. Like, this is a dry campus. If you get caught with the
You know, I like living at home. It would
Yeah.
be fun to like live in a like boys' dorm, but you know.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're having a gay old time
Space.
here.
I need my space. I got my my lunch table. It's like full of 2 weebs and another boy, and I'm good with that.
Oh, heck yeah.
Actually, we just recruited another weeb.
More weebs.
Yeah,
Nice.
got 2 weebs, and me and my friend are trying to deal with it.
No.
Weeb.
How are you doing with it?
By accepting it, because it's
Oh.
all we can
Nice.
get.
And I just eat by myself.
What?
Yeah. Well, I always hit it up at like weird times.
Yeah.
So I'll like, cause I don't want it to be super busy.
Mhm.
So it's like I'll roll up at like, I think today I hit it up at like 11, which I guess isn't too weird.
Mhm.
But yesterday I was like at 3. So I'm like, I don't want there to be
The
busy.
issue is like our only time available to see each other is like 11:30 to 12:30, which is the busiest time for lunch. So
Oh,
we go
yeah.
through some expert Snapchat planning for that, just to have lunch for an hour every 2 days a week, and then it takes us like
Nice.
20 minutes to find a table.
You should get them as a guest on the podcast.
Maybe.
Nice. We're just like quadrupling the size of the boys now.
They're about as introverted as I am, so it might be a little difficult.
Well, yeah, but you're on the podcast.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, what are they doing? Oh, I think they sent them something on Instagram because they're pointing to their phone. Oh, they're clapping and jumping. Are these boys really
Oh.
gonna go over there?
Probably, yeah.
No way.
No, wait, they're too awkward to go.
Eh.
Wait. I'll be right back. I gotta check up this.
All right, time to carry.
When y'all are out there having parties, we're here recording podcasts, boys.
Yeah.
You know us. On that grind. While you were partying, I was studying the pod.
The magical arts of the pod.
Of the pod. Should probably get my album review ready.
Yeah.
Album review.
Will it be able to beat mine though? Because my review is
probably
pretty
not. That's probably
Sparkle
hard to
Squad.
beat, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'll try. I've been working on it all week, but I'll try. Just kidding.
Okay, sounds good.
I didn't write anything down. It's just all in my brain, which means I'll forget 75% of the stuff I want to bring up. But that's we're the most professional podcast, so.
Correct.
Correcto mundo.
And oddly enough, this week I've been causing most of the randomness
That's
that
true.
happens.
It's true.
The first time I left because I thought someone knocked on my door, and the second time my dad, apparently someone that let the cat out of the room and then got chased in the basement from the dog, and so now we had to put the dog in my room, and then he had to go get the cat.
Fix that.
Because the cat and dog do not like each other. It's more because of the cat, though. I don't know.
Yeah, so we don't know what's going on.
Oh, cool. They're just like.
Oh, no one does.
No. Well, I went over there, and it's just one of them, and he just got out of the bathroom. So, and he didn't know anything that was going on. What is happening? Now they're pointing down. I think they want him to. Yep, they're motioning to come over.
Uh-oh.
Is that where Forrest went? Oh, I wonder.
Is he like already running over there?
I wonder if he went over there because he wasn't there when I came in.
Just like no hesitation.
Kaden, are you leaving?
He's just sprinting over.
No.
It's like that Forrest Gump shot
Okay,
where
I
he's just running in the road.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a lot of those, isn't there?
Yeah, there is.
I meant the one where it's like he was running out of
Running
his
across
house.
the country, or
Not across the country, but it's like he just sprints into the middle of the road.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
oh,
about.
I think
by
it's
by
at the
mailbox.
beginning.
Yeah, when you just like,
Yeah, by the mailbox, yeah.
No, that's when he starts running.
Yeah,
Ah. Well, yeah, then, basically.
great.
He just
Oh,
zooms over.
okay. I think they're just like meeting up in the street because they just turned their lights off
Oh.
and they all left.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I guess that isn't
Party in the
Just get, like,
streets.
mugged.
party in the
This
streets.
is a setup.
Well, there's quiet hours like 9 p.m. Like
It's
so
10 p.m., so
it's 10 now. Yeah, that's why we had to stop playing Pictionary.
yeah,
We were getting really intense.
nice.
One of the words we got was invent.
Oh.
How do you draw invent? Not inventor, not
no.
invention, but invent, the
Invent.
verb.
That's a good question.
We did not get it, but after that came up, one of the guys was like, well, you could just draw like a guy thinking and then like a thought bubble of like the wheel. I was like, oh, that could have worked.
Genius.
True.
But I don't know. Who knows if like in the moment we would have got that.
Probably not. But who knows? It's Pictionary.
That's a pretty hard word.
Yeah, I don't know. What time are we at?
We are at 38.
Oh man.
Hmm.
Alrighty
We're gonna
then.
eliminate top ops this week, and we're just gonna do album reviews
Album reviews.
because
Hey.
everybody comes for us for music reviews.
That's
So-
true.
Yeah.
That's probably our most trafficked.
I would say so.
Why they're here.
Especially
That's
when I
like
put,
2 of our 4 views.
Especially when I put Post Malone album review in the title, so we automatically get more views.
Oh, is that what this one's gonna be
Yeah,
called?
because then you just automatically get more clicks.
Oh, okay.
So you got to play
Maybe
the
we'll-
game to win the game.
Okay.
Maybe
that's a
you
good
two will recommend that one episode for some reason to random people
But
because it has Post
we'll
Malone in it.
We'll blow up after this episode.
idea. Oh wait, Bevy, look at Spotify. Is your Post Malone albums thing like weird?
How so?
There's 4 Hollywood's Bleeding, and then 2 of Stonies and Beer Bongs and Bentley.
No.
Okay, mine is just I don't know why there's 4 Hollywoods.
You dropped it 4 times.
I can't do that.
Nice.
Legend. That means I have to multiply my
Can't
score by
believe-
4 now.
Oh, that's true.
Dang,
Ooh.
now it's a 4 out of 10. Just kidding.
Oh
Get him.
man,
I thoroughly
I think
enjoyed it.
no, I did too. I listened to it like 5 times on the road, and then I listened to it again today walking my 3 miles.
I had to stop listening to it because I didn't want to get burned out from it too fast.
Complete
I'm,
opposite.
I'm still loving it.
Yeah. It was surprising. I did not expect it to be that good, to say the least. And
I mean, I knew it was gonna be good, but
I should have known that he was going to deliver. But and I was scared at the track listing because he had Sunflower in there, and then he had Wow as the closer, which I was very concerned about until I listened to it, and I kind of got the theme of like
yeah,
these poppy, bright beats that you'd hear on the radio, and then like dark lyrics to go along with them. Kind of that Hollywood's bleeding thing where
Favorite
everybody's like,
songs.
Hollywood's great and everything's cool, everybody's rich and famous and stuff, and then like his lyrics are like, man, everybody hates themselves here because they can't get satisfied with anything, and no matter how much
Yeah.
crap they buy, they still don't like themselves.
it's true. Well, I listened to the commentary stuff,
Mhm.
and so like, you know, according to him, this song, like this whole album, kind of has a theme of like people being fake,
Mhm.
and kind of like only being with him for just like the perks of being like Post Malone's friend instead of just
Right.
like being actually cool. And he's like, a lot of people in Hollywood are like these blood-sucking vampires. And he, like, before he made this, he moved out to Utah. He moved out of
I
LA.
forgot about that.
So it's just like kind of a big middle finger to LA, pretty
Right.
much.
Which is cool.
Which is cool.
Very cool. Yeah, I think that was definitely a good choice. And you can't really even classify this album as like a certain genre, which is cool. He took a lot
Yeah, it's
of
all
different
over the
turns on this
place.
thing. Like the first track alone was very
Yeah.
impressive because he went through 3 different genre beat switches and killed all of them.
Oh, it's so good. I love that song.
I don't know, like I wish the rest of the production was like that, but if it fits into the theme still to have that generic poppy beat on a lot of these.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I know it's good because I don't like that kind of production, but his vocal performance was just so much that I still love the songs despite that.
Yeah, he freaking killed it, like vocally this time. Like,
He-
not that he didn't do it like in the
Right.
last 2,
His
but
melodies
like,
are a lot better. though.
especially, yeah. It's obvious to see that he's growing
Mhm.
as a musician. It's really cool to see.
I think Beer
Especially-
Bongs was better in the fact that the songs were more full, but this one's better in the
Mhm.
fact that him as an artist itself is a lot better.
Yes, I would say that's true.
Because
Um,
it's a little hard when all these songs are like in the 2-minute range. Because I want a lot more from them, and they just kind of end.
Oh. Yeah, I know. They're all really short.
Mhm.
Well, not all of them, but you know,
A
the
lot of them are
Kanye
that.
one is 2 minutes.
Yeah. I wish
But
Kanye
that
was-
one, that wasn't even supposed to have a Kanye feature. Kanye produced it.
Oh, he produced it.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Maybe that's why everybody was freaking out about a Kanye feature, because he was producing it, and he should have jumped on it, because that would have been the best
He
song on the
should've.
album if he did.
But he didn't.
Unfortunately,
Mhm.
it's okay. I forgive you. Give me that gospel album. Jesus,
Heck yeah.
that's a pretty good song though.
I love Internet.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite songs are Internet, Hollywood's Bleeding, and I don't know, I really like Die For Me. I don't know.
I need to listen to that more.
I like the Halsey bit, and I don't know if that's like
Mm-hmm.
heretical to say, but
So I'm looking at Spotify plays.
Uh-huh.
Everything has around 20 million, almost. Die for Me has 24,000.
Really?
Yeah,
That's a big difference.
I don't know how. I don't know if that's
No
a
way,
glitch or
that's
if
just people
nobody
listening to
listens
once
that.
and not going back.
Because like the most underrated take that I hear people saying is that they really really like that song, but it's only got 25,000 plays.
That's so weird.
It's really weird. Unless it's like a glitch or something. I can't imagine
Gotta
that only
be a
25,000 people did that. Because that means only 25,000 people listen to the album all the way through.
That's gotta be a glitch or
Yeah,
something.
There's no way.
Yeah. No, but I think Myself is my favorite song. Because he
Yeah,
hits
that's
a
a good
high
one,
note on
too.
there, and he's never hit a high note before, and it's like,
Mhm.
oh.
Yeah,
Do
I
that
noticed
more.
that.
And like he had some help with production on that one, and I really like the production on that one. I think it was sampling something, but I couldn't like put my finger on it because I swear I ever heard that before,
Hmm.
like that little guitar thing in the background. But I don't know, it felt familiar. I like all
Yeah,
of these
as well.
songs pretty much. Allergic, I
No.
was okay about. Staring at the Sun, I wanted more because when you have SZA on a track with Post, I expected to be like this long like ballad because they both have incredible voices. But it was just kind of like a duo thing.
It was like the Justin Timberlake, Anna Kendrick kind of feel to
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
where it was just like that was going to be their summer dance track.
yeah.
But I didn't hate it, and I do
didn't
like
hate
that
it.
song.
It's in my playlist. I still listen to it, but
Yeah,
I think
it's good.
I'm Gonna Be's another favorite. 1,000 Bad
Mhm.
Times.
That's a good one.
San Tropez is good, even though the lyrics are like the most dumbed down lyrics ever.
Yeah, I didn't really like that
But
one,
I
but
like the
it's
horns.
still good. It's just, yeah. Well, that one just dropped a video today.
Yeah, I saw that.
I haven't seen the video. I just know that
It's just him in Utah with his house and his cars. It's a very basic
Wow.
video.
Nice.
Okay.
On the Road was really good though. Meek Mill's
Oh,
been
yeah, I like
killing it.
Especially Little Baby.
Lil Baby and the Ozzy Osbourne track. You already know.
Yeah.
That would be my favorite, but Myself's too good.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean, I didn't know Post Malone did the guitar solo at the end, but he did the guitar solo.
Oh, that's Post?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm like,
That was
oh,
Ozzy.
I thought it was Ozzy too. I'm like, wait a minute.
Hey, you got Ozzy on a track and you didn't
And
give
you
him
did
a
the guitar solo
solo?
for him, and it sounded like Ozzy was playing. I think he wrote that chorus for him too.
Posted?
Yeah, or at least he could.
Yeah, it is. It's a very Post.
It is.
It doesn't sound like anything that Ozzy's done.
No, but it's amazing how you can blend all those genres and still make a really good song. Because I was seeing a lot of my friends that are like into metal and stuff post on their stories that they love this song. I'm like, that's just bringing like literally everybody to this.
It's not even like a metal. Like, it doesn't sound like a metal
it's
song.
not. You just got Ozzy on there and it sounds
Mhm.
great.
Yeah, overall, I don't know what I'd give it, but I
I ranked everything out because I had enough time driving back and forth and listening to all the albums I listened to this week. A
okay.
solid 7, which isn't bad, but I wanted longer songs. That's the only complaint I have. Longer songs and a little bit better production.
Hmm.
But this is definitely a good way for him to be going.
Oh, most definitely.
Like the way I
Especially
put
if
it is
you
like Lil Nas's 7 on steroids, where there's like no genre attached to it,
Hmm.
and you just go crazy. But this is done a lot better, obviously. But
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. Well, if he can like keep up the quality with making an album a year, then that's kind of really exciting.
That's the crazy thing is like he made this a year after Beer Bonged. This seems like it would take
Yeah.
longer. And this is after Sunflower and Wild dropped in like the beginning of the year.
Yeah. That's true. I was gonna say like 4 of the songs are already out, but I mean he released Circles a week before.
Yeah. And I still like
So
I like
I
that
guess
one more now in the context of the album.
I do too.
Especially like right after 1,000 Bad Times. where he's like, I've had my heart broke 1,000 times, but I'm gonna do it again, and then it's just circles right after, where it's like it's just going in circles and going through the loop again.
Mm-hmm.
Those songs connect very nicely.
Yeah.
And like usually when Post Malone does anything, Twitter like destroys him because
Why?
the hip hop community does not like Post Malone because he's made some comments about hip hop.
What has he said?
Of
He
course.
said that it's not. I forgot exactly what he said, but if you want to
Real
hear
genre.
something of substance and something that's real, don't listen to hip hop,
Oh,
which is
Mm.
completely false. But,
yeah. Well, that's what his genre is, isn't it?
He's kind of fallen out of it recently, which is fine. I
Oh.
like him crossing over to all these different things. So they don't really genuinely like him, but people seem to enjoy this one quite a bit.
That's good.
And I like that he's not doing all these rap verses because his lyrics were pretty subpar, but I wasn't expecting anything great out of him in terms of that. But his singing voice is too much.
Yeah, his voice is so good.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a talented vocalist, and I was kind of disappointed because I was expecting something like Stay,
I was too.
and I didn't
but-
get. But I'm not gonna take that against
No.
the album. But I would like to see an acoustic, maybe like even just an acoustic cover album would be good
Yeah.
of some of his songs
'Cause I
if
know
it
he's
was
done some
arranged
Bob Dylan
correctly.
covers. I'd love
Yeah,
to see that
well-
on a project.
You can see like if you just search his name, Austin Post, you can
Mhm.
find his original YouTube channel,
Yeah.
which has one video from 5 years ago, and it's him before all the tattoos, and it
Mhm.
looks really weird.
I think
It
we'll
has
definitely see something
8.4
like that.
million
on him,
views. Yeah,
I
it
mean,
would
it's
be
bound to
cool.
happen. Especially
I mean,
with
that
the
was
way he's
kinda-
going now. He's opened himself up to so many different ways.
Hmm. And I like how kind of the fact that Ozzy got on there, it just kind of shows how much like the music industry is kind of opening up
Yeah.
to this kind of genre of music.
Especially after Old Town Road too.
Oh yeah,
Kind of broke it
well
all
yeah,
open.
with Billy Ray.
Billy
and-
Ray.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Well, and in the commentary, apparently Ozzy reached out to Post.
Oh really?
He was like, "I want to be on a song with this
Wow.
kid," and so then they
That's
did
even
it. And I'm like,
crazier.
"That's so cool!" Like, Ozzy took initiative
Yeah,
And-
that's crazy.
to see like a rock legend be like, "Hey, you, come here."
Post
Like,
Malone's
that's-
more of a rock star, and he's not even a rock artist than like most modern day rock stars are.
That's true. Get out of here, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Consider them rock stars.
I wouldn't either. I don't even know what they are.
I don't know. Post reminds me of like a front man for like a hair band or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of got that
Yeah, I could see
thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was very impressed with it, and it's kind of addicting.
Yeah, it's
So,
a good.
taking a break from it.
It's a good piece of art.
It really is. Announce the tour.
And yeah,
There you
okay.
go.
If it's up there, I'll go. It'll be crazy, but I'll go.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be a large demographic right there.
Well, it's just gonna be like a crazy like party mosh kind of thing.
Most likely. That's why we
I'm
hang
gonna
out in the
get-
back.
Okay, that would be fine.
Every time I'm gonna go to a concert like this, I'm hanging out in the back because rap is starting to do a lot of mosh pit stuff now. It's kinda
Really?
coming into the genre, and I'm like, I'm not down with that, but you know, I
Oh.
watch people do it from the distance.
He's in Tacoma. Oh, that's Washington. I thought that was Wisconsin.
He'll announce the
He's
tour
go-
in a few weeks, probably
There's dates on his website.
for the new tour or the whatever he's doing.
It goes through the 21st.
Oh yeah, he'll probably announce a new one soon. Then it'll probably be based around the album and that kind of thing.
Probably. He's going to St. Paul on the
St. Paul.
26th. Or Chicago October 1st, but I'm not going to be there.
Yeah.
I bet Grant would go, though.
Yeah. Yeah, Grant would
If,
probably go with us too.
He would go, but he doesn't have money.
No.
So, you win some, you lose some.
It'd be great if they announced it at like spring break or like late November or something, but his dates go out until November, so
Yeah, November 21st.
yeah.
It would have to be, well, in spring break, I think I'm going to be down in Florida
Oh,
with
Ooh,
my
Florida.
pep.
we'll try to make it work.
Because, you know, airplane is expensive. So, and I can just get on a $50 train ride to Pep's house.
Yeah. Spring break.
Spring break.
Yeah, there was 2 other albums this week too that I listened to that were also very good.
Oh,
Kanye's Yikes album.
Kanye's Yikes full album. Earth Gang's Mirrorland was insane. Blew me
Yeah,
away.
was it better than the Post one?
Yes.
Wow,
I
okay.
debated this for a while.
Okay.
They're complete opposites because Post albums were not based on production and they were not based on song length. This is the exact opposite. This is like if you
Oh.
take a Santana album and mix it with Atlanta trap and hip hop and spit out this. And it's amazing.
nice.
Yeah, this is really crazy. It's like super like tribal and spiritual sounding almost. And they go crazy. The energy on this thing is insane. Like the intro starts off really slow and then there's like a weird skit and then all of a sudden it explodes and there's just it goes insane and then you go into another song that's just crazy and then it slows down. The only like bad thing about it is it loses the concept. Because the whole concept was like entering a different universe, like their universe, and it's all crazy and there's like circus animals everywhere running around and crap. But they kind of lose that as they go through. But the sound quality doesn't dip at all. And yeah, it's one of the weirder albums, but this is fantastic. I give this one probably a solid 8.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Maybe
that's pretty
more.
good.
I'll have to look on it more.
Did
but-
they do a cover of Hey Ya?
No, unfortunately.
Oh.
People have
Were we talking about that on
Yeah,
the podcast?
yeah.
Or...
people on Twitter
Okay.
going insane.
Oh,
They're comparing
great.
them, and then people are flaming them for comparing them, and then other people are backing up the people that are comparing them.
I'm comparing them to Outkast?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Which obviously they're not really alike anymore. Besides the fact that they're a duo from Atlanta, these guys are a lot more. It's a different sound. It's not as accessible as Outkast.
Well, duh. Hey Ya changed
Ya.
my life.
Yeah, changed my life. Outkast is one of the greatest, though.
Yeah, you think so?
Oh yeah. I
Oh,
listened to
I've
more of
never
their stuff.
listened.
I need to dig into their actual albums more, but I wasn't gonna do that this week since I was like overloaded with music.
Oh,
Once,
yeah.
once these die down, I will be. But there's not a single song on this album that I don't like, and I can't. Well, there's a few that are my favorites, but it's hard to choose because all of these are good. Like my Spotify playlist is at 80 songs before this week, and now I think it's at like 150.
Mm.
138 because there's 3 full albums in here. Because there was another album that came out last Friday that I didn't check out because I was sleeping on it. For some reason, I didn't like check it out. It's a guy called IDK. I don't know. IDK. Never heard of this guy ever. And he dropped an album, and it's 35 minutes, and it's a concept album, and all of the tracks flow into each other. So it's like a 36-minute song almost.
Oh.
But he tackles like religion and goes back and forth over the whole thing. And it's like really, really good. It's kind of scary, but also pretty good. And it's like him saying that God isn't real and then immediately getting baptized 2 tracks later and then going into like all the things that contradict his beliefs and like all the things that he wants to believe but the Bible doesn't like agree with.
Oh.
So it just kind of goes back and forth. It kind of like perfectly like displays the way I feel about a lot of stuff, which was cool.
Oh.
Like European Skies, I would suggest to listen on that one. That one was really good. Like you just put everything that I was thinking about it into one track. But The bad thing about this album, though, is that you can't listen to one track and feel satisfied because every track flows into each other, so it feels like they're incomplete. It's like a Post thing, but it's even worse because it goes 1 minute, 1.5 minute, a minute, 2:55, a minute 50, a minute 49. So a lot of these are super short, but they flow into each other. So it's hard to play on shuffle.
Yeah, I bet.
But I'm gonna give this one a 7 as well. Because
All right.
I don't know what's going on lately, but all of the good music just decided to drop in like
Was,
1 month.
being the IDK album, what's the Hey Ya guys?
Mirrorland. Earth Gang.
Okay. Because I need more songs to listen to while I'm walking.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll give those a listen. I'll try to listen to them before next week.
Mirrorland's gonna be a little crazy, just to let you know.
Oh, that's fine. I love Hey Ya.
I love Hey Ya. Yeah.
Well,
So that was my musical week.
well, good. You got any new music, Paul?
Nope.
Paul suggested an outro, so I have an outro
I
song
did.
because Paul suggested an outro song.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Wrote it down. It's going in.
Okay, cool.
So, Paul can.
Well, maybe you should play it right now.
I think we're about to play it right now.
What's up, guys? Alex here, bringing back the the Boy Time podcast, episode 26.
7.
Wait, is this?
8,
27.
7, yeah.
What's going on, guys? I've been pretty good. How have you guys been?
Oh, you know, I hate myself.
Oh,
And I've been good, uneventful. That's good for me.
let's start putting some more positive thoughts in our brains,
When has
shall
he
we?
been eventful?
I think you're both winners.
Oh, thank you.
Aw.
I mean, we go way back, so
Yeah,
You know.
I've known
It's
this guy
true.
since like 3rd grade. We
Yeah.
went
I
through
skip-
everything
I
together.
never went to 3rd grade. I started in 5th.
Oh,
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. We knew him in 5th. Yeah.
Yeah,
you know, I didn't go to.
No, I didn't go to
kindergarten, so
5th
I don't
either.
know numbers.
I never went to school.
Me neither, actually.
Oh, yeah. None of us did. I don't think.
I actually have a bachelor's degree in engineering.
Food review.
I grew up in a laundromat.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah,
I grew up
you can take a shower in there for 50 cents.
nice. Did you have like brain damage from the spinning or?
No, I had brain damage before that.
Oh, okay. You see, I was the son of a flight attendant, so I was born on a plane. So like,
Yeah.
the air pressure up there just stayed with me. So whenever I'm like on the ground, I get loose. Like my head hurts. So I need
Yeah.
to constantly stay in the air, otherwise I'm gonna pass out.
Yeah, he's like flying to Chicago or something right now.
Well, that's pretty cool. You're on a plane right now?
Mhm.
Dude, can you stick your mic out the window? I want to hear it.
Hold
Dude, holy shit, you're in a plane.
Mhm.
I knew it.
Someone just fell out the window, but we're not gonna talk about that.
How did?
It's happened before. Don't worry.
Okay, did it happen to you?
Propellers.
Did it happen to you when you were a little baby?
Once or
You fell out
twice.
of
They gave me a parachute though.
a baby-sized parachute?
Yeah.
Was it like a Walmart bag?
Target actually.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't go to Walmart.
respectable.
I don't sink down to their level. Is that a mic change I hear?
Oh,
No, nothing changed.
Okay. I was
alright.
scared for a second.
Are we recording the
We're
podcast?
losing you.
Yes.
Oh, you actually started it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
It was content.
Yeah, it's more content than we're gonna get this week, probably.
What do you mean, Paul? I have so many things going on right now.
I can restart.
What do you mean
it.
we're lacking in content?
Exactly.